I'm on the road, I make sure, and I'll show you right here, I pack a bag of protein. Yeah, it looks like drugs, and I didn't get pulled over at the airport this time, but this is whey protein that I had 2.5 scoops of yesterday, so I can make sure that I got in the protein I needed. Welcome to the Hidden Summit Podcast. My name is Kevin Valance, and I will be your host. On this podcast, we're going to talk about fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, and everything in between. If you find anything valuable in this episode, the only thing I'm ever going to ask you to do is subscribe so you can keep coming back and elevate your life to become better every single day. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Monday. I am in a different space. We are away and had a very long travel day yesterday, but I still wanted to get on here and talk to everybody about something that I believe is super important, and that is the mental toughness to keep the right decisions for your goals on track during traveling. Meaning, can you stay on plan while you're traveling? It's one of the things that have broken down more people than I can imagine when it comes to seeing results in your fitness and in your health and towards where you want to be positively. The goal is we get into this habit at home and we work so hard to find the right things to do every single day with food and training and going to sleep and waking up on time and fitting in our work schedule. And when do we walk? And when do we go to the grocery store? When do we take care of the kids? And I can say no to things at home because I feel safe. But as soon as you step outside of the house and you get on a plane or a train or an automobile and you go further away from your home than what you normally do, then why is it so difficult to make the right decision? I'm not on vacation this week. I'm here on a work trip. Yesterday, I woke up. It was 3 a.m. when I woke up. We left the house at 3:45. I had a coffee before I left the house. We actually had egg white bites that were homemade. Drove to the airport, went in through security, got another coffee because coffee is life. I did not get any food there, but I bought a big bottle of water. We got on one plane, rushed to the second plane for a layover, got to the second city, the final destination rather, and we started our day. It was 9:30 in the morning Central Time by the time we got there, so 10:30 a.m., and we had been up for a very long time. We had no plans on working out yesterday. I had no plans on tracking my food yesterday. I had no plans on saying no to alcohol if it came up yesterday. And the truth is, you can do the same thing and wake up today and be totally fine with where you are and where you want to be. Meaning, one day, if you don't eat like an asshole and you don't make some dumb decisions, you're going to be fine. And that's what I want to talk about today. I had a protein forward focus yesterday. I drank as much water as I could, but that was probably the weakest side of it all. I probably could have gotten in a lot more water. I walked around and got more steps than I get at home and chose to use my feet to get around because I was capable of doing it. And when a drink came up, I had one glass of wine at lunch and I had one glass of wine at dinner. With that in mind, I don't feel bad today. I'm waking up, I'm getting my video done, I have a full day planned, food, activity, workshopping. There's lots to do. Why do people make the mistake of not being able to do that on their own? It's a new environment. They're afraid that if they don't track, they're going to mess up. They're afraid that if they eat too much, it's going to ruin their progress. They don't want to work out because they don't feel comfortable working out elsewhere that isn't their home. If this sounds like anything that you've been through, it's okay. You're not alone. Now, one of the things I want to ask you guys to do is, if you've been doing this for a while and you understand that having a protein forward day is going to help you, having meat, fish, poultry, something non-fat dairy, or a supplement would be key. Now, you don't know how 4 out of 5 of those things are prepared when you're on the road. When I'm on the road, I make sure, and I'll show you right here, I pack a bag of protein. Yeah, it looks like drugs, and I didn't get pulled over at the airport this time, but this is whey protein that I had 2.5 scoops of yesterday, so I can make sure that I got in the protein I needed, because I know I had a fatty protein earlier in the day, I had a fatty protein later in the day. It did not have much lean protein at all yesterday, so when you're on the road, having something like a supplement to help you is really important. Most days, like today, we'll work out first thing so that we can go ahead and we can do what we need to do for ourselves, whether it be work like this trip or enjoy ourselves like a vacation the rest of the day. And if we're not getting in a workout that is planned, we're going to do something over nothing. So we'll go for a short run, we'll go for a longer walk, because we know that we're not here to make the most progress while we're in an environment that isn't normal to our everyday, but we're here to maintain and make good decisions. The last thing that I want to talk about is being able to go to sleep on time. We were having dinner with a friend who lives in town, and we haven't seen her since last summer, so we spent dinner together, and it was a very slow dinner, meaning that we had a lot of conversation. We caught up, we talked about life. Things were really nice. There was no thinking about, oh, I wonder if I'm going to hit my macros at this meal, or I wonder if I'm going to be able to get to a good workout tomorrow. No, it was being present with a friend, enjoying ourselves. And then when 9 o'clock came around, Lacey and I said, we're going to go to bed, because we had a very long day, and we have another long day tomorrow. So why do I bring this up? Because if you keep it simple and move early, have a protein forward day, and drink a lot of water and go to bed on time, good things are going to happen. Now, remember, I didn't go out and get smashed. I didn't have a ton of drinks yesterday. That's not my style. And if it is your style, we can have another conversation. If you are eating, make some substitutions. Instead of French fries with my dinner, I had vegetables. It's super simple to do that. Instead of having a soda, have a water on the plane. Buy a big bottle of water at the airport and drink it and carry it with you while you're away, and then toss it by the time you come home. There are little decisions that you can make, like packing protein and vitamins, having supplements with you, so when you are in your Airbnb or in your hotel room, you can smash a shake real quick, not think about it, and move on with your day. As you're going through this week, and maybe you have a trip coming up, a work trip, a vacation, something of the sort, you might use these things to help yourself move forward, because we have another 4 days of trying to do this every single day. And it's not easy, but it's worth it, because if we don't do it, we know when we come back, we're going to feel like garbage. And that is not what we want. Have an amazing rest of your day. I appreciate you guys being here, however you got here. A little bit different of an episode today, but we're away. So I figured I'd share with you where we're at.